Hi, and thanks for stopping in and checking out another segment of Straight No Chaser Talk. Now, normally I would have a drink just to start things off, get things going. But you know what? Tonight, I'm just going to get right to it. Ben Carson's been making headlines over the past couple days based off of a series of statements that he made to his HUD staffers in a very uninspiring speech that he was trying to deliver. But basically, summarizing those statements, Ben Carson compared slaves being brought to America to immigrants being coming to America to pursue the American dream, as well as additional opportunities that are available here in America. So let me say this, Ben Carson, Negro, please, have you lost your damn mind? Let's not try and whitewash it and sugarcoat it. Let's call it what it is. It wasn't as if there were slave ships that were docked along the shores of Africa and people got off and passed out flyers and leaflets and pamphlets and said, hey, guess what? We're having a job fair. If you want a job, if you want an opportunity, if you want land and opportunity and increase your chances of a better life, you know what? Make sure your African resume is updated. Then meet us down at this boat that's going to be leaving tomorrow at 11 o'clock, going to this place called America, where we've got land, opportunity, and you can have what we call the American dream. Nah, it didn't go down like that, bro. It wasn't as if they said, oh, you know what? America? We get to go ride on a boat? 2-month cruise? All expenses paid? All accommodations? Sign me up. Where do I get on board? Nah, it didn't go on like that. It wasn't like you got on the boat and everything was all inclusive like a vacation package, and when you wanted something, this guy was gonna pour you a drink. Like this guy was gonna pour you your favorite mojito or make your favorite Cosmo or your margarita. It wasn't as if you had this all-inclusive bracelet that you would put on your wrist, as many of us that go on vacation sometimes get. It went down like that. Nah, bro, it didn't. It more so went down like this. You got on the slave ship, you were stripped, you were beaten, you were tortured, you were humiliated, you were dehumanized. You were then placed in the bowels of a ship in which the stench and disease that manifested itself was unbelievable, was unreal. And if you were lucky enough to survive the voyage to the U.S., then you had jobs like this. The land of the free, opportunity, all of that, no. These weren't the jobs that were available. No matter how updated your African resume was, the jobs that were waiting for you were picking cotton, working in fields, all types of manual labor in some of the hottest areas of the country, working 12 to 18 hours a day and sometimes 108, 112 degree heat. No, bro, it wasn't like that. Don't sit here and try and minimize slavery and what people of color have gone through by comparing them to immigrants that came here voluntarily, that had opportunities, that came for the American dream, that came for a better purpose. No, slaves were forcefully brought over here, and we all know that. But for you to sit there being a person of color to try and minimize what our ancestors have gone through throughout history is a travesty. I understand. I get it that you are the black face of the Trump administration. I get it. I understand that you have to get out there and you have to shuck and jive and you got to kiss the ring. I get it. But for you as a person of color to try and minimize what slavery was, what people that had to live through slavery went through, millions of people died just in the transit process alone. So I don't know of any opportunity that's afforded to people, and they afforded to a group of people that said, wow, you know what? Millions of people died, but I'm so glad for this opportunity when I was forcefully brought over here to make sure that I can build a foundation for a country that doesn't appreciate me and that would beat me and torture me. No. Ben Carson, that is just sad. The struggle that our ancestors have gone through is the reason why you're able to call yourself a neurosurgeon. It's the reason why you're able to get in front of a group of people based off of fake, well, I shouldn't say fake because it's real, but insufficient lack of credibility. I can't even think of the word right now. I'm so pissed as I think about it. But the fact that you're not unqualified, that's what I'm looking for. Position with HUD is the reason why you're able to be in that position is because of the struggles of our ancestors. The reason why you're able to have a microphone in your hand and look like a damn buffoon and say some of the most moronic and stupid things when you open your mouth is because of the struggle of our ancestors. And for you to minimize what they went through, for you to minimize, well, slavery, immigrants came over here and slaves came over here for the American dream and a better opportunity. Negro, please. Ask somebody who, and we're talking about basically 2 generations away from sharecropping, in which slavery was quote unquote abolished, but people still work as sharecroppers. Ask people ask someone who has a relative, if you, because obviously you've never experienced that, based off of how you act and carry yourself. Ask somebody who has a family or family members or had done sharecropping. Ask them how that went. We're not even talking about slavery, sharecropping. So imagine that on steroids. For you to sit there and make the statement that you made was totally irresponsible and asinine. Ben Carson, you look like a damn fool. You look like a jackass. I understand you have to kiss the ring, but let me tell you this. My great-grandmother once told me something a long time ago, and it holds true to today. And that is, I would rather sit quiet and have people think me a fool than open my mouth and remove all doubt. Ben Carson, you should have sat there quiet because now you've removed all doubt. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Straight no chaser.